What is happening, guys? It's your boy Vauxhall TV, Team R4UL, your favourite YouTube mechanic. We're back again, and what I'm doing this time around is, I'll be straight honest with you, I come into the garage today and I was really happy. Okay, I thought I'm going to do a clutch on a Vauxhall Viva. Okay, so I thought I'm going to do a clutch on this car. But Vauxhall, obviously, the new Viva, I thought they'll go with the old Viva stylish or something like that. It's turned out to be like this one. Right, so the resemblance is not there. It doesn't look nothing like the old one. Anyway, we're going to do a clutch on a 2018 Vauxhall Viva. Let's go, let's do it. Okay guys, the first thing what we will do is we'll go ahead and take the battery off. Make sure you know the code for the stereo. If you don't, then all I'm going to say is tough, but it needs most and everything. So 10mm. Let's take the this one off. One down there, which I can just about get to. Take that off as well. Pull that out of the way. Move that one out of the way. Okay, we've got a 13mm bolt on the bracket for the battery. Take that one off as well. The battery should come off and we'll go from there. Hey guys, once the battery is out, we're going to take the battery tray out. I mean, you can go ahead and disconnect it from the ECU. I don't recommend that. I don't do that because they've got little tiny pins in there and you don't want to damage the pins. Okay, so what I'm going to do is take this 13mm bolt off, take this one off here, take this one off here, and hopefully now, as you can see there, this is all freestanding. Obviously it will have some wires connected like there, here. I mean, just go ahead and pull them off or cut them off or whatever you've got, and then move this battery tray out of the way. Okay guys, I'm going to bite the bullet here because 9 times out of 10 I don't do this, but this is the one time that I have to do this. I'm going to take these wires off, okay, the plugs off, because I've took everything off, moving everything, but because of these 2 wires there, it's not moving out of the way. So we're going to go ahead and take these off and see what happens. So basically pull them that way, that little red clip, it's in there like that, so pull it this way, same on the bottom as well. There we go. And as you can see, I've marked it with some chalk, so I know that one goes on that one, that one goes on that one. You can't really get it wrong anyway, so give that, lift that up, that comes off. Be careful with the pins inside, I just hate them. That comes off. Now hopefully, sorry about the noise in the background, now hopefully that should come off. I've got a few little cable ties holding that wire and another one there, and hopefully that should come straight off. Okay guys, so as you can see there, I've got it off. I've just tied it up there, all the wires, everything, so it's out of the way. One top tip, if you want to do it, you can do it. I'm going to do it because it's going to get in my way and I don't want to break anything. I'm just going to take the expansion bottle off, take these 2 off, and just move it to a side. Take this one off as well. Just move it to a side. You don't have to take this one off, the big one. Right, just take the top one off and just move it to a side. Right, let's do that. 10mm, one here and one here. Then that way you can gain access, full access, no problem. Right, there we go. Ta-da! All there. Look at that. I can dive in now. I can see the gearbox. Everything looks absolutely fantastic. What we'll do is nice and easy. Okay. The main thing is, right, I mean, even if it's a small gearbox, big gearbox, whatever, the main objective and main principle, it's the same principle on every single car. You have to get rid of all the linkages and everything, and basically you know, all the bell housing bolts, mounting, everything, principle is exactly the same, right? So what we're going to do now is on this one, it's pretty much like a Vauxhall, you know, it is a Vauxhall, you know, Vauxhall Corsa, sorry, Vauxhall Corsa, but this one looks more easier because I don't think it's got the subframe. Even though it's got the subframe there, I can see it'll miss it and it'll come out. Anyway, we're going to go ahead and take this one off. These just flick off. That one just flicks off. And then we'll go from there. Okay, you might have a special tool to take these off or whatever. I just use a pry bar or a screwdriver, whatever you got. Just give it a pry there. It should come off. That comes off. That one as well. There we go. Boom. There we go. That's it. Them 2 are off. Drop the pry bar in doing so as well. Right, okay, I'm only messing, guys, don't do that. Okay, so them 2 are off. What we'll do now is, as you can see, there's a bolt right there. Okay, it looks like a 13mm. We're going to go ahead and take that off, and there should be, I think, 2 more around the back. we'll go ahead and take them off as well, but we'll get to them after, okay, when we send the car up on the ramp. So yeah, as for now, we're just going to go ahead and take that one off there, okay, and hopefully, yeah, go from there. Okay guys, sit rep, as you can see there, I've took this bolt off here. There's one directly behind it, I took that one off as well. But Vauxhall, being stupid, okay, I tried taking this off, okay, because you have to be basically behind or underneath that rod on the other side of the cable. There's another bolt, okay, so I thought I could take the cable off instead of taking the bracket off. I can't do that, it's seized on. So I'm going to send it up and see if I can get a spanner onto the bottom, and basically take it off that way. I'll try my best, okay? Right, let's go, let's do it. Okay guys, situation report is that's the cable that I can't take off from the top, and as you can see there, the bolt goes directly beneath the cable. So what I've done is I got a normal spanner, took it off with a normal spanner. It took me some time, so as you can see there, it won't come off. They can just leave the bolt there, so it helps you when you refit it. That's off now, happy days. Right, since we've sent the car up on the ramp and the car is, ready and everything, so what we'll do is we'll take the wheels off, okay, we'll take the ball joints off, drain the gear oil, do most of the underneath while it's here, okay, because we don't want to send it up, then send it back down, then send it up again, messing about. So we'll do most of it here, so this is what we're going to do. Right, so first things first, what we're going to do is we might do a cheating job on this one. I mean, the proper way to do it, obviously, take the subframe off, gearbox off, everything. So what we're going to do, like the old Corsas, old Vectras, old Astras, we used to rest the gearbox onto the subframe. So if we do that, okay, it'll help us out. We don't need to break our backs and everything. So we'll get to that after. What I'm going to do now is I'm going to take this cover off, basically little clips, take them off, a little 10mm bolt underneath here. So take this cover off and we'll go from there. Okay guys, so what I've done now is, as you can see here, I've took the ball joints off, one there, and I've took this one off as well. I'm going to drain the oil, okay, this is where you drain it from, and the refill, I don't even know where the refill is on these, I'll be honest with you. So I think, leave it in the comment section if you know where the refill is. The filler plug, I think it's through the reverse light switch, or here on top here. So anyway, we're going to drain it here as well. Okay, best idea as well is to take the drive shaft off, but I'm going to just see if I can just swing it and move it out of the way. Okay, alright, let's go from there. Okay guys, the drive shaft, as you can see there, half off. One little top tip is, don't go prying the drive shaft off, okay? If you go prying the drive shaft off, there's a chance you might damage the drive shaft seal. So what I did is get a hammer and a chisel, just tap it there from this side, okay, and it should come off. Same on that side as well. As you can see there, you can see the little mark I made there as well. So give it a tap like that, okay, with a hammer, it should come off, okay, because if you go prying it, you can damage the drive shaft. And yeah, I'm sorry I didn't show you guys how to take the ball joints off, because my brother already took it off, okay, so I'm sorry about that. Alright, so there we go. All we do now is, now it's off, you can just get your your pry bar there and give it a little pry there. Don't go prying it on the end or anywhere near there. Same here as well, as you can see here, I can just push that out with my hands, with my pry bar, anything. Yeah, let's go. Right guys, next thing what I'm going to do is I'm going to take this bolt off here, okay, take this off. Then what we're going to do is we're going to take the drive shaft off, and we're just going to rest it against the engine block there, the sump basically. So take that off, 15mm. There we go, that comes off, that moves. You can just leave it there if you want, it's entirely up to you what you guys do with that. Just leave it there. I will take the drive shaft off now and put it onto there, resting against that. Right, so as you can see there, it's resting against that. That's good, all good, happy days. What we're going to do now is we're going to go ahead and take the two starter bolts off. One up there and one up there. They look like 15mm. Okay, take the one bell housing bolt off here. Another one here. Okay, we'll leave that one on. That could be our last bolt. There's one more here, which looks like an absolute headache of a job to take off, but doesn't look that bad. Okay, I think I can get my spanner onto that. Okay, so we'll go ahead and take them off, and we'll go from there. Okay guys, sit rep. Right, situation report is, you know the O2 sensor And all these little crank sensors here, the crank sensor, this knock sensor here, there's a wiring loom that goes there, which I have taken off. Okay, it goes onto this bracket, which goes onto the bell housing bolt here. This bracket here, I've just took all the plugs off. You'll get to it, just take all the plugs, everything off. I can't go showing you how to take the plugs off, just basically press it and take it off. And yeah, we have to take that off because it's bloody gets in the way and it's a headache. Now I can gain access to this earth strap here, move that out of the way. We'll take the bell out, what is it, the starter bolt off here, starter bolt off there. Let's go. Okay guys, so this bolt here, we're going to leave it like that. Okay, it doesn't come out all the way. As for this one, I'm going to call it not the bolt of death, but you know what, not very good, not too clever the way they designed this. Anyway, as you can see that I can get the open end spanner on there. We're going to go ahead and take your 15mm open end spanner. Let's take that off. Once it goes loose, you can probably just take it off with your fingers. Right, so yeah, let's go ahead and take that off. That's going to take me a bit of time, and we'll go from there. Okay guys, sit rep. Right, situation report is, as you can see here, this bracket here is stopping this bolt from coming out. Okay, Vauxhall not absolutely designed that 100%. So what we're going to do is, I think if we just take this 13mm nut off and this one off here, that bracket will move out of the way, and then we can gain access to that and take that bolt off nice and easy. I mean, it's totally loose. I can even undo it from this side, right? So yeah, let's just take them two off and see what happens. Okay guys, this bracket is off. As you can see here, it's in my hand here. Right, it's not only them two nuts there, it had two more bolts, 13mm bolts going this way, so it goes on like that. Obviously two nuts there and two bolts going there, which I got with a little extension. I mean, you don't have to take that off if you don't want to. If you want to struggle, like pull the gearbox out and then take the bolt off at the same time, you can do that. But now I can gain access to that bolt, no problem whatsoever. Let's go. Okay guys, sit rep. Situation report is we can't take this bolt off because the exhaust is in the way, as you can see there. So what we're going to do is we're going to leave it at that. It's totally loose, as you can see there with my fingers, dead loose. So when we separate the gearbox, that will obviously come forward. Then we'll go ahead and take that off. Same, well, this one's off totally as well. Right, there's the last bell housing bolt. We'll just go slacken that, but don't take that off. And that's about it for the underneath. Obviously the mountings there, we'll take that off last. Right, okay, let's go. Okay guys, so we are at this stage here. So as you can see here, what we're going to do now is we're going to go in this way, and there is two bell housing bolts, one there and one there. We're going to go ahead and take them two off, and then the starter bolt, which is that nut there, the starter nut, sorry, not a bolt. I'm going to take that one off there, all 15mm. Take them three off, and we'll go from there. Okay guys, situation report is, before you guys start giving me a 3rd degree bollocking, okay, that's not a starter nut, by the way. It's just a stud that comes out through the engine and the nut goes on there, but we need to take that off. It's a bell housing nut, put it that way. The starter is just got two bolts, you know, going from the bottom. So that's that done. Okay, and we're nearly there, home stretch now. What we're going to do now is we're going to go ahead and slacken all these mounting bolts. Okay, we'll keep this one, we'll slacken this one, we'll keep this one on, all the rest of them, this one, this one, even them two. Okay, so what we'll do is we'll keep this one on, okay, keep that one on, right, take this one off, take this one off, take that one off, and we'll also take that one off. They look like all 15mm to me, so yeah, let's get to it. Right, okay, so the mounting is 99.9% off. As you can see there, I've just left that one bolt on there and one on there, so when we send it up, it's not going to fall on our head. Right, okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and take this off from here, the concentric slave cylinder pipe. Two ways to do it. Either you can take it off from here, I say just take it off from there, best way, then that's totally out of the way. Right, let's do that. In order to do that, all you need is a little pick. I'll show you guys. All you do is you get yourself a pick like that, or one with a bendy head on it. It's even better. Okay, and as you can see, just lift the clip up slowly. Okay, once it's up, you can just get your fingers to that and take the clip off totally. There we go, there's the clip. Right, and then all you do, that should, there we go, just come straight off. Then obviously you're going to have a leak everywhere, so I do have these little caps for the end. If you don't have a cap for the end, put something in there and stop it from leaking. Anything, whatever you've got, just stop it from leaking, basically. That's the main objective. Right, okay, let's go. Okay guys, so as you can see here, I've sent the car up, right, so all the bolts, everything up. I'm going to get the engine lifter on there. We've still got the center mounting on there, the stabilizer mounting on there. That's good. So all we do now is get the lifter on there. And as you can see, if I go in this way, so from the bottom of the car, in this way, we still got that bolt there and that bolt there. So we can gain access to them easy. I can get my fingers on that. I can get my fingers on that. No problem whatsoever. Let's take them two off, get the lifter on it, which I've got ready there, the bad boy. Right, let's go, let's do it. Okay guys, so I've got the lifter on there, as you can see there, with a little block. Right, we're going to go ahead, you can do this with your hands and, you know, with your ratchet, whatever. You know, I'm a bit lazy, I'm going to use the electric ratchet on there. And if I can, get the electric ratchet on there, boom, there we go. No messing whatsoever. There we go, that's off. The mounting should be off now. Obviously, I've got that bolt still stuck on there. I'm going to take that one off. Happy days. Okay, guys, the mounting is totally off, as you can see there. Nothing there. Dead easy. The way I showed you guys, and the way I told you guys, do it that way. We're just going to take this center stabilizer mounting off now. 315, 1, 2, and 3. Take that 17 off. That moves out of the way. Hopefully, like I said, we don't need to take the gearbox out totally. We'll just rest it against the subframe if we can. If not, we'll take it out, no problem. Right, let's go, let's do it. Alright guys, the mounting is off. All we're going to do now is I'm going to get my brother to give me a hand and just basically drag it out. While we're dragging it out, obviously that we need to take this bolt off as well, because obviously it doesn't come off because of the exhaust. Right, okay, let's do that. This one here, that's off, just basically there. And it's moving, right? Give me a minute, I'll get back at you guys. Hey guys, sit rep. The gearbox is on the floor, as you can see there, because it did come out with a little bit of Poseidon and everything. What I recommend is you put it on the subframe. You get plenty of space to replace the clutch and everything. Just rest it on the subframe. But for some reason, obviously, there was two of us and we maneuvered it out. But I would recommend you guys, what you do is just, if you're doing it on the floor or if you're doing it by yourself or anything like that, just rest it on the subframe. You'll see you got plenty of space to replace everything. Right, let's go ahead and take the clutch plate off. 10 mil. Right, let's do it. Okay guys, the clutch is off, as you can see there. Flywheel's there. I mean, it's in a bad situation. He's burnt the clutch out big time, so I'm going to give that some sanding down. If you want, you can go ahead, take them bolts off, replace the flywheel, but you don't have to because it's a solid flywheel. So I'm just going to sand that down, give it a clean out, and we'll go from there. Right, as for the concentric slave cylinder, right, you need a Allen key, size 5 Allen key. Take that one off. Take this one off, and one more underneath here. Take that off. That will totally move out of the way. Then obviously, if you want, you can take the pipe off from here, okay, which I don't recommend. I think we should just take it off from there, or I mean, whichever way you want actually. I probably will take it off from here, so the new one I'll just click it straight on. Right, let's go, let's do it. Okay guys, sit rep, right, in order to take this cylinder off, you have to disconnect it from here, okay, which I did, okay. It's this little clip here, pull the clip off, that comes off, and then for this one here, this part here, just get some long nose pliers, right, some pliers, and then squash the plastic, right, and then it should come out this way, okay. To refit it, you don't need to do all that. I don't think so. Right, but to obviously take it off, you need to do all that. Right? Okay. Let's get the new one on. Okay. So I've took the pipe off. Obviously, little clip there. Take the clip off, and the pipe comes off, which is there. Right now, I think I can put that through there like that, and onto there, as you can see there. Right? That should click on. Should. The magic word is should. It will. I'm going to make sure it clicks on, and hopefully get the other end on that side. We're winning. And ta-da! There you go. All on. I've tightened them up. Okay, you don't need no torque settings or anything for them. Just tighten it up because they were, to be honest with you, they were really loose. Okay, to come off. Right, this is on there. Okay, as you can see there, that's on. That's on. Happy days. Let's get the clutch on. Okay guys, so as for the clutch, I've got the clutch on there, as you can see there. If you haven't got a clutch lining up tool or either one of these, right, so what you do is you get your hand on the side and make sure everything is level. Okay, from the pressure plate to the friction plate, you know, just try to get it as even as possible as you can on every single side. Right, if you haven't got one of these, okay, so you get the if you haven't got one of these, you can use a proper clutch lining up tool. If you haven't got a clutch lining up tool, like I said, just check it on the side. What we're going to do is I'll put all these on by hand first, right? So for this next stage, what you need to do is you need 2 people, or if you've got a flywheel locking tool, a clutch locking tool, what you could do is either you bolt it on there and it locks against the flywheel. If you haven't got that, you need to go to this side, 24mm socket. We need to go ahead and stop the engine from turning backwards, okay, turning anti-clockwise, because it's a timing chain and we don't want the timing chain to jump, so we need to stop it from turning, okay? Very important, because so many guys out there, they just go ahead and tighten the clutch up, engine turns backwards, counterclockwise, and then yeah, you're in big trouble. Right, okay, let's do that. As you can see there, I'm holding it on this side while my brother on the other side is tightening it up. Okay, as for the torque setting, I just go, you know, just tighten it up as best you can. I'll give you the correct torque settings. I'll leave it in the description. Okay, but I just go ahead and my brother just goes ahead and just tightens it up best you can. I think that's the best way. Okay, right, let's tighten this up and we'll go from there.
A few moments later.
Okay guys, so as you can see here, I've got we've got the gearbox in with a bit of help from my brother. Right, so we've got the mounting on, as you can see there, in reverse order. Basically, I've got that bolt on there, not fully tight. This one on here, not fully tight as well. We're going to get this mounted on as well. You get the picture, in reverse order. Get all these on. This one here. Right, let's secure the engine and gearbox. And then we'll take the lifter off, send the car down, get the mounting on properly on the top, and that's it. Finish everything off in reverse order. Okay guys, sit rep, as you can see here, I've sent the car down, I put the mounting bolt on, that one's on, this one behind the light, that's on as well. Them 4 are on. I had to get the jack underneath the gearbox just to lift it up, but we had that bolt on already, remember, so it couldn't go anywhere, so just tighten up on these. Just tighten it up, you know, get the strong arm, get the, I mean, I wouldn't even use the torque wrench, just give it some. If you've got the gun, just gun it on if you want. And yeah, let's finish the job off, let's go. Right, okay, next thing what I will do is I'm going to get the bell housing bolts on, them 2 there, and that nut as well, get that on, tighten up on them, and then we'll get the pipe on. And the best thing to do is just bleed it before you do anything. Bleed it, get the clutch pedal all nice, and then we basically finish the job off, you know, everything in reverse order. Right, so let's just get these on. Sorry about that noise, some idiots driving past the garage like an idiot basically. So get these on here. I mean, the reason why I thought I'll just get these on because nothing's in the way now. I can tighten up on them nice and easy. So got them 2 on. Get the nut on as well. Okay, so as you can see there, I've got everything on there. Just gonna go tighten up on them. Let's go. Okay guys, so as you can see there, I've put the hydraulic pipe on and everything for the slave cylinder. Put the bell housing bolts on. I'm going to bleed it in a minute, give me a second. Right, okay, easy to bleed it, just get some fluid in there. As you can see, they're topped up, and that, you just undo it like that. Okay. one full turn, and then it starts coming out. Get somebody to pump it. Obviously, I won't have to lock it back up before it starts leaking out everything. Okay, get somebody to pump it from inside, or if you've got a self-bleeder, use the self-bleeder. But what I'm going to do now is, before I do any of that, I'm going to get this linkage back on. I'm going to send it up. Okay, I'm going to send it up, and then what I'm going to do is get the bottom bolt on. Remember that bottom bolt that goes directly beneath this cable? We're going to get that on. Then we're going to go ahead and tighten this bolt up. This one here, and the one behind there. Tighten that up. Then finish everything else off, and bleed it as well. And then, yeah, in reverse order. Let's go. Hey guys, so there's the linkage cables. I've got that bolt back on. This one I can get to it from the top, but since I'm down here, like I mentioned before when I was taking it off the gearbox, since I'm down here, I might as well finish everything off. Then I don't need to go up and down, you know, on the ramps kind of thing. So I might as well just finish everything off, put the drive shafts in, ball joints on, you know, all these brackets and everything. Just finish everything off. Let's go. Okay guys, so everything on the bottom is done, right? I'll just run through it. I had to get on with it, guys, because the gaffer told me to get on with it, because we've got so many jobs lying that I'm messing about doing a video on this one, right? Okay, so run through it. So ball joints are tight, both ball joints are tight, okay, 15 mil. Mounting is back on, drive shafts are in, the bracket there is on, starter motor bolts are on, the earth strap, remember that earth strap there? Where is it? Let me show you guys. Right there, that's on. Oil is in. You don't need to leave it in the comment section, because I'm going to show you guys. I didn't see this before. Blind, that's why. That's the drain plug and the filler plug just there. Okay, and the proper the size of socket you need for that is a 3/8 ratchet. Okay, the end of the 3/8 ratchet fits on there, so you can take it off and tighten it up and everything. Happy days. Okay, all that is done. It didn't have no covers on, right? I put the side covers back on. I'm gonna bang the wheel back on, give that a clean out, and obviously send it down and bleed it. And yeah, that's it. Finish the top off. Let's go. So if it looks like I rushed the video and everything, it's not my fault. Okay, I'm just gonna make that clear. It's the gaffer's fault. Okay, let's go. There we have it, guys, all done and dusted. I'm sorry I had to rush the refit, right, but just fit it in reverse order. You can't really go wrong. Anyway, that's it. The bleeding wise, I had to, well, obviously, like I said, I had to get on with the job. So my brother got in the car, I undone the nipple. I mean, it's dead easy, just half a turn or one turn, right, and then just get him to pump it, or get somebody to pump it, or if you've got a self-bleeder, bleed it with a self-bleeder. Just get somebody to pump it. When the fluid's coming out, lock it back up. Boom, that's it, done and dusted. So that's it, Vauxhall Viva 2018 clutch replacement. Not the hardest job in the world, I'll be honest with you. It's easier than the Corsas, Vauxhall Corsas, Vauxhall Astras. I mean, same principle, alright, but easier. Anyway, I hope this video helps you guys out. If it didn't help you guys out, I'm sorry, tried my best. Please like, share and subscribe to my channel. Hit the bell button for me. Leave a comment in the comment section. Vauxhall TV, Team R for UL. We'll see you guys next time.